Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my reviews for the Temu products that I've purchased so far. So if you've watched some of my past videos, especially the Temu haul videos, I've ordered, I believe, I've had 6 orders so far, and I've gone through the unpackaging of each item. So now I'm going to tell you guys what I think of those items that I actually got. Okay, so on to Temu haul number 5. I got a 22-inch hair extensions that was 95 grams. At that point, that's when I realized that I had to get something heavier weight for it to be worth it, to even use it in my hair wigs or extensions or whatever. Because like I said, the thinner ones that I was ordering before, I would have to double or triple it up just to get a decent size thickness. So this one, when I got the 95 grams, it was a lot thicker, so it was a lot more worthwhile of the price, because it wasn't that much different in price from what I got the first time. So yeah, I would definitely say if you're gonna get a hair weave, get the thicker weighted ones and try to get a good deal on it. Okay, so then I got a silicone straw cap. It was probably like $1 or less, but what I would say is that it was not a good product because the little thing that you slip onto the straw was way too wide, and I actually lost it because it slipped right off, and there was no way for it to stay snug and secure. It was good while I had it, but then it kind of slipped off and I lost it. So I would say it's not a good product because it wasn't good for my straw that I had, and the typical straw that fits in the tumbler that I got. So then I also got a keychain that has a little rounded part that you can use as a token. It's supposed to be like a token for when you go grocery shopping, and then you put it in the back of the cart in place of a loonie. And I have to say that product was not a good product because it didn't work. It did not insert into the slot and did not work. So I still had to pull out a loonie and use my loonie, which is the whole point I got it. I did end up using it for other things as like a little tool. It is a pretty sturdy material, so it's a good material, but I would say for the purpose of what it was supposed to do for me, it did not fulfill that purpose. So for that reason, I have to say it was not a good product, but it's not the worst product because you could find other uses of it. But for what it was supposed to be used for, it did not work. So I would not recommend it. If you're trying to use it as like a little replacement for a coin when you're going grocery shopping, I would not recommend it. So I'm not sure if I remember when I purchased the tumbler, but the whole reason I got the straw cap was to put on my tumbler. Now the tumbler that I got was actually great. I loved it. I still love it. The only problem I would say is that when it's fully closed and falls over, some liquid does spill out of it, so it's not fully seal proof. But for the price I paid for it, it's a really good deal. I would just recommend you don't leave it like near a computer, or you don't leave it somewhere where it can be knocked down easily, because if it gets knocked down, most likely liquid was going to spill out of it. Not the whole contents, but there will be some not the whole contents, but there will be some liquid that leaks out. So if you're worried about that, I would definitely not have it somewhere where you don't want liquid to fall or to spill onto. So the other thing I got was an 8-pack heel cushioner. It looked like it was a great product, but it actually was not a great product. It was very thin, and the stickiness did not last long at all. I would say I would not recommend anyone to buy this product. It was not a good product. It looked good in the photos, in the video, but when it came down to it, the stickiness didn't last, and the product was very thin and cheap. So I would definitely not recommend it. So another thing I got was the wig band. I have to say I didn't really have much use for the wig band, because when I was using I think when I made the wig, I can't remember if I might have used it sometimes, but it would constantly slip off. So I don't know if I just wasn't using it properly or just wasn't securing to the wig properly, but it was a little bit annoying. So I wouldn't say it's the worst product, but I also wouldn't say it's the best product. I would just say make sure you look at the actual way that it's designed and see if it's something you're comfortable with or have used before, so that you know whether it's going to work for you or not. Now, the product that I want to talk about next is the portable tire inflator. Now, the portable tire inflator was and is an amazing product. Just to have something that you can keep with you in the car that can literally inflate your tires. It can inflate other things. I'm talking about car tires. It can inflate bicycle tires and other things as well, but I use it as a car tire inflator and it works very well. You can check the pressure on your car or look it up and then set the device to that number, and then it will inflate the tire to that amount, and it works great. Highly recommend it, and it's something that I still use. I don't have to use it that often, but I can also just check the tire pressure with it to see if I do need to add more air, or I can also deflate air if I've if it has too much air. Like when I first used it, I wasn't fully sure. I hadn't watched like a little YouTube video, so I had too much air. And then when I went back and watched the YouTube video and I figured out how to use it properly, I was able to deflate some of the air out and get it to the exact pressure that it's supposed to be at. And I highly recommend you use those settings of where it's recommended that you have your tire pressure at. And then another thing I got from that order was a drone. I have to say, in the instruction manual for the drone wasn't very clear. It was too overly simple. And I still have the drone, but I haven't really fully utilized it yet. So I'm gonna wait until the weather's good again and then kind of test it out. But for the price that it was, I guess it wasn't bad, but I can't really give a full review on it because I haven't actually used it. And I don't really know how the camera quality is because I haven't extracted the video from it. I did test it out once inside, which I highly do not recommend that you do unless it's a very large open space, and test it outside, which is supposed to be obvious, but yeah, I kind of used it inside. I was just curious, and it was cold outside when I got it. But anyway, make sure you use it outside or in a very large space, and maybe it's great as like practicing how to use a drone, so before you upgrade and get like a DJI or something like that. That's what I would say about that. Okay, so for my most recent order, which was Temu haul number 6, what did I order? I got a wig. So I got a 26-inch wavy wig. I tried it on so far and it seems good, but I haven't done the full install, so I'll probably make a video about that. And then I got this thing which has the worst possible name. It's called an electric foot grinder. It's basically to slough off dead skin and like hard skin on your feet. And that product is actually really great. I think that it works better on the higher setting, but it definitely works great and I highly recommend it. I've only used it twice so far, and so far so good. I do enjoy it, so I would definitely recommend it. I also got a wiper blade. So far I got a 24-inch wiper blade for the driver's side of my car because it only came with one blade, so I went and ordered the second one, but I wanted to make sure to see how the first one worked before I went and measured to see what size I wanted for the second one. I looked up the manufacturer, my car make and model, what the manufacturer recommends that I get for the size, and I didn't go with the size that was already in my car because I knew the ones that were already in my car were too small. So I had two 18-inch for passenger and driver's side, and they were too small. They didn't have enough coverage, and when I looked it up, it said I was supposed to have 24 and 20. But when I measured it, I was like, I think I'm more comfortable with 24 and 19. So I ordered a 19-inch for the second one, and that one should be coming in the mail in a week or so. So then I'll have both sets. But I would say the wiper blades work very well. I'm very happy with them. And yeah, I highly recommend them because they're a very good price, a fraction of the cost of what you would get at a Canadian Tire or, one of the Canadian Tire if you're in Canada, or Walmart or something like that. So it's definitely a great deal and I would highly recommend them. Then I also got an extra fine tweezers. That I have to say I can't really give a review on yet because I haven't actually used them yet. They look like they're pretty good, but I guess since I haven't actually used them yet, I can't really say for sure. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. so there shouldn't be any issues with it, but I don't know for sure, so I'll have to wait until I actually use them. Now, the portable mini washing machine that I got, I was so excited to get it and I was so excited to use it, and the first couple times I used it, it worked so well. The charge held for a very long time, and I got, well, a pretty long time, and I got multiple uses out of it. But then when I went to go recharge it, the battery died before I could even wash the clothes. Like, it has a 5-minute cycle and a 3-minute cycle, so I was using the 5-minute cycle, and it literally died in less than a minute. So I actually had to return it because it just wasn't working and it wasn't washing the clothes. So I would say that first day it kind of gets you and it's like working really well, but then after that, when you go to recharge it, it doesn't work. So it's just like, I would not recommend it. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your $20, $30, however much you spend on it, however much you see it advertised for. I would not recommend it. Do not get that machine. It does not work. It seems like it works at first, but it doesn't work. And then what else did I get? Oh, and then the other thing I got was a off-white headband. Now, it came in a really light color than what I imagined, because the photo that I saw looked more like a khaki color, even though they called it off-white. So I would say it's a good product. It's kind of thin and maybe the stretchiness will wear off over time, but I got it for less than $2. I think it was like $1.77. So it's not a bad price. I would just say that if you're expecting the exact color that you see, like if you're getting a green, be prepared that it might not be the exact green that you got. I'm okay with the one that I have because I still like it, because it's still, like, I didn't want a white one, so it's not quite white, so I don't mind, but I would have preferred the khaki color that it showed in the photo. So I would just keep that in mind. It's a good product. I feel like if you get it for the right price, but you might not get the color that you see in the photo. So yeah, so that's my first 6 orders of the Temu haul, of the videos that I made, and I will be making some more videos. I'll do some more review videos once I get more products in. I have another order coming in the mail, like I said, with the wiper blades coming in. So I'm looking forward to getting my next package. I'm looking forward to making a video about the hair wig install, and I'm looking forward to making more videos and more content for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Okay, bye.